Hi guys, welcome back to another workout in our Hot for Summer series, and today we are targeting the butt with this bikini butt workout. You will not need any equipment at all, but it is going to be a bit of a doozy. As always, we have a little bit of cardio in this routine, so bring your A game and let's do it. Okay, so before we get into the bulk of today's workout, we'll do, of course, a quick little dynamic stretch / warm-up just to make sure back body is nice and warm. Layla's gonna do it with us, apparently, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so I want you to just take the feet nice and wide here. We're just gonna come low, step side to side, give yourself a little kick in the butt. So, nice and slow to start out. We're gonna get into it in just a second. Hopefully this one's not going to attack my feet too much. That is one of her most favorite things. But she also discovered her new favorite toy this morning, a lemon, just a single lemon. A classic cat toy, a real crowd pleaser. Go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Regular squat here, down, squeeze up, down, squeeze up. So nice and slow to start, pushing the butt back, weight is in the heels, knees, toes, tracking straight forward. And like I said, we're not gonna be in this warm-up for too long. I just wanna make sure that we are all ready to go when we get into it. Here's 4, and 3, 2, 1. Good. You can keep the feet a little bit wide there, or you can bring them back in a little bit narrower. I just want you to take hands behind the nape of the neck, elbows wide, and you're going to be folding up the hips, pressing butt back, so flat back, feeling a big stretch through the hamstrings and glutes, back up. I'll turn to the side so you guys can see that angle. So again, knees will be a little bit soft, butt is pushing back. We're not trying to keep the hips stacked directly over the legs. It is going to push back just to give that space. And you'll feel such a nice stretch through the back body there. Exhale to come back up, keeping a flat back throughout. Go for a few more here. We're gonna have a bit of balance today. I feel like I say this every time, honestly. And last one there. And then just bring the feet in here. I'm gonna try to do this without kicking her in the face. You're gonna balance on one leg. I want you to just give the other leg a nice little swing. You can see I said balance and then I touched the wall. Now, let's work on the balance. So you're just gonna swing it forward and back, not trying to hold on to it too much here. We're just loosening up that hip joint. Like I said, getting it ready to play. And starting to feel into that stability a little bit. Last one there. Go ahead, switch legs. So swing forward and back. I'm really nervous about her behind me. But you know what? I can't really control too much what the cats do. Cats will be cats. She's actually calmed down a lot, I think, since last I filmed. Because since last I filmed, she's been spayed, neutered. I can't remember which one it is. For girls, never remember. Last one here, and release. So yeah, she's a bit calmer. Okay, from there, feet just hip distance. Inhale, reach arms up overhead. Exhale, take the full forward fold. Hang out there for a second. Nod the head yes. Shake it out no. And then slowly stack back up to standing. So we're gonna get into it. So I'm gonna explain how this is going to be formatted. Basically, we're gonna have two kind of separate chunks. The first chunk is going to be standing. That's where the balance is going to be. The second chunk is gonna be down on the floor. So the way those are gonna be structured is that you'll have two kind of moves per leg. And then we'll switch, do the second side. So we'll do one side, do the second side. Then there's gonna be a cardio move, right? Because all this month, there's cardio involved. Then we're gonna repeat that 2 more times. And then there's gonna be a burnout. If it doesn't make sense now, it'll make sense as we go along. So first move though, I'm just gonna show it to you. I recommend starting with the balance on your non-dominant leg. So for me, that is my left leg, which means I'm going to be extending, I really don't like her there, I'm going to be extending my right leg long. It's just going to be a lift here. So touch down, exhale, lift, inhale, touch. That's going to be the move. If you've got any animals, I recommend just, you know, putting them off to the side for this one, and we're going to start there. So it's going to be 10 of those. And then actually, let me show you the second move while I'm at it. And then it's going to be here to a hop, and it's going to be 10 of those. So we've done these in other glute workouts I've done. We're just going to be mixing in a little bit more cardio with this one, but not too different. So I want you to find that balance on your non-dominant leg. Reach long here. We're going to touch, exhale, lift. Reach long through the crown of the head, so make sure you're not curling the back. You want to stay nice and long there. Keep that leg long, nice and strong. Abs tight. And it's not too many reps at a time, which is nice. Here's 4, 3, 2. I want you to hold on to the last one, and then we're gonna pop it through. So it's a pop, extend. Find the balance, pop, extend. Still full extension each time. So supporting glute should be burning. Here's 4. We still got so much more to do. 3, whoop, 2, finding that balance at all costs, and 1. Good, release it down. Give it a little shake out. We'll move on to dominant leg. So should feel a little bit easier potentially. Again, tilting forward from the hips. I keep a little bit of bend in the standing leg, and then we're lifting. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Lift, and lower, squeezing the butt. So that back leg, your active leg, there should be no bend there. Double check that. You don't even have a knee there to bend. That one's gotta be long, so that we're getting the brunt of that movement in the butt. Last one here, hold, we pop it through. So pop, whoop, extend back, pop, extend. So I don't want you to take these so fast that you're not finding the balance each time, because I do want that bit of strength in finding the balance. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Good. So that's the move. We had 2 moves each side. Now it's a cardio blast. So it's going to be just 30 seconds at a time. Just 30 seconds. Squat jumps. So I'll show you one just as a reminder of how we do these. You're going to start in squat. It ends in a squat as well. So it's a big burst up. You land back and squat. What you don't want to be doing is here, land, and down. That's actually much harder on the joints. It's an extra step that's unnecessary. And yeah, it's actually going to be harder than if we just land back and squat, bounce up, land back and squat, bounce up. So get in your squat positions. I'm going to start at my timer, and we're going to start these in 3, 2, and 1. So bounce up, land back and squat. So heels are rolling down at the back, sit nice and low, keep knees tracking forward. I do like to use the arms for a little bit of momentum to help me get nice and high in that jump. Trying to look at you guys, trying to look down at my timer. A few more, and last one. Good, give it a little shake out. So that's round 1 done. Take a breather, and then it's just gonna be 3 rounds of that plus a burnout. Then we're down on the floor. So 1 down, 2 to go, plus the burnout. That's the plan. It's gonna get harder as we do more cardio and as we get more exhausted. But for now, back into that first one. So starting on non-dominant leg. We exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Bring that breathing back. Keep thinking of lifting the chest slightly. Here's 4, 3, 2, keep it up on 1, and we drop through. Little hop, extend, hop, extend. And here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. I don't know, actually sometimes I find the second round the easiest because the first round is kind of a warm-up. You're finding the positions, everything. Having just said that, I'm probably gonna like face plant on the second side, but let's see how we get on. Side 2, extend, exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Check in with the shoulders again, so I don't want to see them curled here. If the energy is downward, hey, guess what? You're gonna fall downward. Energy is always lifting upward. Here's 4, 3, focusing on the length of everything. 2, keep it up on 1, and we're gonna pop it through. Reach long, pop it through. And here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake it out. We're back into those squat jumps, just like that. So, set up in your squat. We start in 3, 2, 1. There we go. 30 seconds. So just as much energy as that first round, false. More energy than the first round. Make it bigger, make it bouncier, make it burn. So, really good exercise for a bit of fat loss because it's plyo, right? It's jumping, which I think is the absolute best for fat loss. Here's 2 and 1, good. And additionally, we've got the strength of the lower body. So all those big muscle groups, those are your oven, those are your biggest fat burners. So these are kind of more taxing workouts, I would say, when we're doing lower body, when we're doing things like jumping, but it all serves a greater purpose. So lots of fat loss with this one. All right, we got our final round here. Tilt forward, weight non-dominant, extend other leg back, exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Home stretch. And make sure you're not just kicking it up and then it's just falling down. It should be a controlled release. Here's 4, 3, 2, keep it up on 1, and we pop, extend. Woo. I'm really trying to find that balance. And here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. I want you to fight for that balance because it really does make a difference. So you can see there are times when I'm kind of like wiggling around a bit, but I'm really trying to avoid using the wall because that's a cheat and it's not going to serve me in the long run. Other side. Final one here. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Here's 4, 3, 2, keep it up on 1, and last round of our pops. Full extension back. Don't cheat that. You'll feel if you are. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Last round of those squat jumps. So give it your biggest energy, because we're coming down on the floor soon. Come down in your squat. We start in 3, 2, 1. We're off. Bounce it up. Oh, we got Luna here now. Layla turned into Luna. Just like magic. Cats, cats everywhere. Landing soft. So if you have neighbors below you, they shouldn't even really be able to hear it because you're landing so soft with such control. Here's 2 and 1. Good. All right, so that's that. You might remember when I was telling you the formatting, there's a burnout. There's a burnout. So we do one last little piece standing. That's the burnout, then we're to the floor. Give it a little shake out. Burnout is not gonna be unfamiliar. It's just gonna be slightly amped up version of what we did before. So instead of doing the full lift here, whoop, in our arabesque, you're gonna keep it up and we're just gonna pulse it. So a couple of important notes for those pulses. Same rules as before apply, where you don't wanna be here. No sad slump, because if the energy's downward, you're gonna go downward. So think long, reaching up, lifting the chest through, shoulders pulling back. As you pulse, same as I said before, this is not the pulse we're going for. So sometimes I'll see people kind of wiggling at the knee, cheating it, because it looks like a bigger movement. That's not the movement. The movement is from the hip. So that leg's gotta stay nice and long. So in terms of time for this, I'm gonna challenge you guys. I wanna do a full minute of pulses on each leg. So go ahead, set up that first side, starting with the non-dominant, and in 3, 2, 1, go. So little pulses here. Keep focusing on that length. Crown of the head, back through the toes, hips are even. So really squeezing that supporting glute tight. Obviously we're squeezing the active glute as well, but it's possible that if that supporting glute is not lifting you up out of the hip, you could be sort of caving or sinking into one side, and then you're gonna feel a whole lot of the hips and not the glutes. Abs tight here as well to protect the lower back. Keep pulsing. We're about halfway, just over halfway, I should say. So yeah, we should feel both the supporting as well as the active glute. Lots of concentration here. It's a bit of abs as well because, hey, we're balancing. So good core work. Got 10 more seconds. We can do this. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. There we go. One side down. Nothing to it, right? And that was the harder side. So, yeah, feeling good. Set up that second side. We're gonna start it in 3, 2, 1. There we go. Lift, pulse it out. So again, I do like to keep a little bit of a soft bend in my supporting leg. That's because my knees hyperextend. If you don't have the issue of like hyperextending knees and it feels okay to be straight there without actually like popping the knees back, you could have a straight leg there. Depends on how the knees are feeling, how they're playing. Back leg though, super straight. So that motion is from here. If you reach a hand around and grab your butt, you should feel your butt. Just fill your hand with its goodness, with its plump goodness. It's like instant gratification for what we're doing. A little bit more here. We're in the final stretch. Trust, you got 10 more seconds. Keep that chin off the chest. Does no good to look back underneath you. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1, release. And just like that, we're done with the standing portion. Woo! So hopefully a little bit sweaty. I'm feeling a little bit sweaty just where like my hair is touching my back. Typical. My mat has taken a little journey through space and time. We're gonna come all the way down here. All right. That face was because one of the cats was busy doing something while I was doing that. Okay, we're all the way back down. Delightful. So this series is gonna feel easier in some ways because you're down on your back. Again, it's that same pattern, so we'll do 2 moves per leg, then there's gonna be a little cardio in between. So, I'm gonna show you those 2 moves first. First one is gonna be a bridge lift with a knee lift to an extension. So, right leg is gonna, or let's say your dominant leg is gonna lift first. So you'll lift, push, in, touchdown. We'll do 10 of those. Then on the last one, you're gonna stay here, we'll point the toes, just a leg lift, staying nice and high through the hips. It'll again be 10 of those. So we'll do that on both sides, then we'll cross our cardio bridge when we get to it. Oh my God, the cats. You guys know how it is, like, okay, I'm really struggling through this because I feel like I'm just in a like cat turd cloud right now. Anyway, delightful. So, dominant leg is gonna lift first, shoulder blades tucking under, here we go. So it's a lift, push through the heel, bring it in, heel and butt touchdown, that's 1. Lift, extend, in, and down, full extension. So really squeeze that supporting side as tight as you can. That is actually the active side. In fact, it's doing the work. It's hard to take deep breaths right now. Oh my God. Bad timing. Here's 4 and 3, 2. Remember, we're gonna hold the last one, point the toes, exhale, lift, lower, butt stays high, lift, lower. Lift the butt even higher. Nice and controlled, abs on this one as well. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, butt comes all the way down. We repeat that on the second side. So, it's gonna be lift, extend, here we go. Lift, push, in, down. So good opportunity to notice how dominant you are on one side. I tend to be fairly right dominant on the bottom, but it's getting a bit more even. It's evening out, which is good. Here's 4, 3, 2. Remember, we hold this last one. Keep it up, point the toes, exhale, lift, lower. Hips stay high, and hips stay even. It's a big squeeze in that supporting glute. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Now, on its own, I don't think that this mat series would have been too bad, but off of all that standing work, it feels like a lot. So, cardio, you'll notice I'm flipping around into a plank, first of all. Cardio blast on this one is gonna be a half burpee, the dreaded half burpee. So, you're gonna be in plank, you're gonna hop wide, you can lift the hands there, down, jump, back. So important thing here is that the heels are coming fully down. You don't want to be doing like this, because then it's all going to be in the knees. Guess what? We can't really lift the hands there, because now my back is rounded. I'm in this weird little like raptor stance. No, that's not it. If you do want to modify it, so if you're not quite to that jump yet, you're just going to step. So you can step alternating, step, hold, and back, step, hold, and back. But again, make sure heel is coming down every time. Get in your plank position. We got one of those options, and we're gonna start it in 3, 2, 1. So either the jump or the step. Ooh, left hands. I forgot that on the first one. So butt is dropping down, weight is in the heels. So we're coming into that squat position, which means, hey, it's still back body. And we're getting big old fat burn in. Keep back flat. Few more here, we'll do it. And last one, back and down. There we go. Take a quick breather. Woo. Shake out the shoulders. That's one round down. We know the pattern, which means we know that there are 2 more rounds and then our burnout. So all the way down to the back again. Roll back, roll back. I could just stay here. No. All right, so lift, push. Starting with lifting the dominant leg. Here we go, no time to waste. Lift, extend, in, touch down. Lift, push, in, down. Keep these controlled. Go for your maximum range. So this is not the cardio portion, which means here we're going for that full range. We're moving through it slowly and intentionally. Here's 4, 3, 2, and we hold. Last one, toes pointed, lift and lower. Feeling shaky. Here's 4, 3, oh, these are killing. 2, and 1. Bring it down. My butt is tired. My butt is tired, but that is the idea. Second side, here we go. Lift, push, in, down. Lift, push, in, down. How are we getting on? It's not too terribly hot today, yet, at least, as I'm filming this. I mean, it's not cool, but comparatively. Last one, keep it long, toes pointed. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. After this, we've just got one more round. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Woo! Knees in, roll it up. We're straight back to that cardio. Which means the sweat is starting to drip into my eyes. Okay, it's getting real. It's getting real. All right, press up into your plank. Again, you can step, you can jump, whatever you need to do there with heels coming down. We start in 3, 2, 1. All right, let's knock these out. And there's that nice little pause and squat, which I think is kind of a relief. I actually probably prefer the cardio, personally, over the strength in this one. I feel like it's a little easier. Last one there, and release. Again, give it a little shake out. Let me know down below whether you found the strength exercise harder or the cardio. Usually, for me, in a workout where it is a mix of strength and cardio, I typically find that the cardio actually feels like a little bit of a break. I don't know. I guess it depends if you're more of like a strength or a cardio person. I like everything. I do feel like cardio is a bit easier. I don't know. Depends on the person. Final round. Here we go. You know what to do. Shoulders tucking under. We lift, push, in, down. Woo. Home stretch. I feel like I can't even think at this point. I can only think like enough to like continue counting. That's it. 2 more here. And last one, keep it long, toes pointed, lift, lower. My back is sliding on the mat because I am sweaty. Nice high kick, spin around. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Release, down. Okay. Do my little shake out, my little like child like tantrum. That's how I feel right now. Okay. Other side. Lift, extend, in, down. Should have done this on a towel. There you go. Pro tip, now that we're almost at the end of the workout, you might have figured that out sooner, to be fair. You might be watching me just slide around thinking, WTF? But the thing is, I'm not gonna like get up and grab a towel now. I'm just gonna press through. One more here. We hold the last one. Toes pointed, lift and lower. Oh God, I'm sliding so much. My back is so sweaty. A little extra core strength, I guess. We got 4, 3, I'm sliding, 2, 1, and release. It just adds a little extra excitement when you're just like sliding around all over like a slip and slide. Who remembers slip and slides? Also, do slip and slides continue to exist? I don't think I've ever done a slip and slide. Something about it, I don't know, something about it kind of grosses me out. Can't explain. I mean, if you like slip and slides, you know, no shade, but it's not the thing for me. Last round of cardio here in 3, 2, 1, we're off. I think I just don't like being in like wet grass, because then the grass gets stuck all over you. It makes me itchy. I don't like wet grass. And like to me, slip and slide is all just like wet grass. But yeah, do slip and slides still exist? Do you guys not have any idea WTF I'm talking about? I don't know. I feel like it's some big 90s energy. Last from there, and bring it down. Big 90s energy, the old slip and slide. Give it a little shake out. Woo. So sweaty. Okay. So, final thing here. And you don't even know what it's gonna be. Burnout. We're back down into our bridge, which means again, I'm gonna be complaining about slipping and sliding. We're gonna do a single leg bridge pulse. So, 2 options for that bridge pulse. You can either keep a bend in the knee, pulse it like that, or straight leg. We're only gonna be doing 30 seconds per side. I'm not crazy enough to make you do a minute, because honestly I feel like it wouldn't be worth it. Our form would start to like, If you feel like you hit that 30 seconds and you're like, I got a minute in me, go for the minute, as long as the form is not suffering. But I'm gonna time it at 30 seconds. So when you're ready, extend dominant leg up. We start in 3, 2, 1. Bring it out and pulse, pulse. So these are slow and controlled. There's a little hold at the top. So sometimes I'll see people go like, with a pulse. The thing is, when you're going that fast, it's not even going to the full range. So it usually is more of a cheat. I want you to find that hold every time to really make it worthwhile. We're actually almost at that 30 seconds. So yeah, 30 seconds is not too bad here. Here's 3, 2, 1. There's side 1, done. We got one more side. We're stretching, we're out of here. So, second side, extend the leg or keep a bend in the knee. And we're on in 3, 2, 1. There we go, pulse. So, slow, keep it high. There's a little hold, so there's always a pause. A pulse is not a pulse if you're just kind of like bouncing wildly. You should be able to hold it. That's what makes it challenging. So speed is for cardio. It's not for these strength moves. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Oh, yay! Yay! Hug the knees. And what a wild ride that was. Hope you're feeling sweaty. I hope the glutes are burning. Let's rock up. Hello, there we go. I just can't have my back on the sweaty mat any longer, to be honest. So we're gonna go for a seated pigeon. That's what we're doing. So hands behind you, cross right ankle over left knee, press that right knee away from you, flex the right ankle so you're not sickling like that, no flaccid ankles, and then pop the chest up and over. Whew. Delightful. Delightful, delightful. Okay, from there, I want you to extend the left leg away from you, grab around the bottom of the right foot, pull that knee in, keep the chest lifted, see if you can extend the leg. Now, this is not gonna feel like anything because it's all just the backgrounding. You're not gonna feel anything there. You're better off keeping the chest lifted back flat, keeping a little bit of a bend in the knee, and then just experimenting with pressing it long. If you can hold it there while keeping chest lifted, retracting shoulder blades, go for it. And release, we'll switch sides. So cross left ankle, over the right knee, left foot is flexed, lift the chest up and over. Ooh, I'm feeling sweaty. I could use a slip and slide right about now. What other weird fun water things were there? Super soakers, is that what they were called? Loved a super soaker. God, why does that sound so weird to me? That sounds wrong. Super soaker? Maybe it's just been too long. Extend right leg long, grab around the bottom of the left foot. Anyone? let me know. Is super soaker correct? Am I using the correct terminology? It sounds so weird to me, but that's probably because I haven't said it in about 15 years. More. How old am I? I don't know. And go ahead, release both legs long, inhale, reach arms long overhead, take a forward fold. We're also gonna do some lunges here. So, go ahead, flip it around, come onto the knees. Take a step forward with the right foot. So just coming down into a nice low lunge there, we'll touch fingertips down, and we're gonna roll back, half split. So, grab with the opposite hand, pull toes back, reach forward through the chest. Same thing as when we did that seated hamstring stretch. If you're here just rounding over it, you're not gonna feel any stretch. You really gotta fold from the hips, push long through the chest, and keep a flat back. Then you'll feel it. Go ahead, roll forward again, and release, step it back. Left foot steps forward. Sink down into it. Let me know your favorite 90s like yard games. The like little mitts with the ball. I'm talking about the like Velcro, and then you throw it and then catch it. Not the most exciting one. Oh God, what was it called? Skip it? Maybe? It was like a weird jumping thing. You like put the ring around your ankle and then it just swings around and you skip over it every time. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. But you know what? Kudos to kids of the 90s for like playing outside. Like, do you know how much of my play in the 90s involved technology? Zero. That's not true. I would occasionally watch like Land Before Time or Arthur or something, but like, it was pretty limited. It was a lot of like outside running around. Good stuff. All right, from there, go ahead, sit back on the heels. I hope you enjoyed that little trip down 90s memory lane. If not, then you probably were not a child in the 90s in the United States. So, sorry for you. I hope you guys enjoyed that routine though. Anyway, I hope the butt is feeling nice and tired. You got a little bit of glistening sweat. Make sure that if you like this video, first of all, bam, give it a like down below so that I know that you want to see more of this sort of thing. There's going to be one more video in the Hot for Summer series that's going to be coming next week. So be sure that you are subscribed to catch that and all other future videos. And if you have any requests or would like to interact with me about being a child in the 90s, let me know down below in the comments. I'll see you guys back here in the next one. Bye.